Hickok 45 here. What do you see? I think you see two GP100s. They're pretty nice looking revolvers. Which one should I shoot? I don't care which one you want me to shoot. I'm going to shoot the one that's loaded. I see a clay pot. Oh, I started to shoot him on the way down. Should have. A bowling pin. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a 2-liter hiding behind there. Another pot. Oh, another bowling pin. Not enough energy to knock them off, hardly. Click, 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 click. I passed a chamber there when I was messing around. I was going to hit the paint can. I thought, I'll shoot him on the way down. No, I won't. But I pulled the trigger halfway, so that's what that was all about. Just something to keep in mind with a revolver. Yeah, Hickok 45, we have the GP100 and 22. Not necessarily long rifle. It will fire, I'm sure, any 22 rimfire cartridge, not magnums, but 22s. And if you can find longs, anybody sell longs anymore? But shorts, long rifle, whatever. And it holds 10. It's a high capacity assault revolver. I'm sure it will be outlawed in some states very, very soon. But it is a relatively newer offering from Ruger. It's I think it came out end of 2015 or early this year, maybe at SHOT Show. And it's cool. I saw it at the NRA meeting for the first time. I didn't know. That was in, what, April or May. And I was not aware of it, clueless to me. And I'm a fan, as I mentioned before, of 22 caliber revolvers that hold a lot of rounds like this, at 8 or 10. They're just neat. They're fun to shoot. For me, they're almost more fun than a semi-automatic 22. I just like it. So pretty cool gun, and we appreciate Bud's Gun Shop sending it to us. So check out budsgunshop.com and look at all the good stuff going on there with the R4 Outdoors and the E-Gunner auctions and just everything under the sun, for sale, of course. But we appreciate them sending this to us and to try it out. I requested it, and I'm glad to have it. I do have the GP100 and 357 Magnum line here. You've seen my 3-incher here. We've had I guess done a couple of videos on it. Really nice gun. It's not too tough a decision. Here I am showing you a Ruger, and I'm gonna praise Smith & Wesson. I do like the Smith & Wesson a little bit more than the GP100. I'm talking about the 686. I've got it in the 3-inch barrel, kind of like this, the counterpart to this revolver. I like the Ruger and I like the Smith & Wesson both. I like the Smith just a little bit better, but you don't have to choose. Maybe you can have both. That's what I did, because I like them both, all right? I'm a little partial to Smith, but these Rugers are nice. They're made really well. So you see the similarities there, don't you? Okay, let's load the thing up. Look, with some Federal ammo, CCI. Okay, and we've got some regular, well, we'll mix them up. Bulk pack Federal there. So we appreciate Federal and all they do for us. It's great to have this ammo, especially 22 ammo. Although I've noticed, I was in a shop the other day up in Clarksville, and they had a lot of 22. So I guess is it making a comeback? I don't know. So we appreciate Federal helping us out to feed these things. There's a little bit of clay pot that did not get off the pedestal there. Yeah, we're gonna take care of that. There's a 2-liter down there on that stump. How'd he get there? There's one sitting up there. Still sitting up there. Not now. That other one. Boom. Man, they react to a 22, don't they? What if the gong will react? I hear it. I hear it. I heard it. I heard it again. Oh, not that time. Just round ammo. 10 shots is kind of neat. You can just keep shooting, can't you? Pretty cool. Let's shoot some bulk pack here. One thing about a revolver in 22, as I have pointed out, being the genius I am, sometimes a semi-automatic pistol will be partial to one brand of ammo. It'll feed it a little bit better. One power factor of ammo or whatever. Maybe he doesn't even want to feed it. If it's got a weird bullet loaded, I don't know. That's one thing you don't have as big a concern about with revolvers. They'll feed, you know, about anything will work, of course. Now, it may not fire if you got some old ammo or something, but it will, you know, you don't have to worry about it feeding. Not too much. Let's see if it'll feed into this paper target here. I'm going to try to put one in the middle, see where the sights are on this. Okay, that's what I thought. They're pretty much on. Yeah, I'll see if I can shoot the cap off. Man, I missed it. I think I got the edge of it. I'm not so sure that it doesn't shoot just a hair to the right. I didn't adjust the sights because I'm not sure, but what, it's not me. All right. Boom, 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 a little double action. We've got to shoot a tin can. That's what 22s are for. There's one down there on that tie. Yeah. Put a hole through it and didn't knock it off. Try the other one. Oops, knocked him off. There's a soft drink. Click. Okay. That's what 22 is all about, isn't it? Plinking. Plinking. Of course, I plink with everything. 45, 70, you name it, whatever. As far as this particular pistol, it's pretty expensive. They're like eight. I think MSRP is $829. But then again, these kinds of pistols tend to be expensive. You know, the Smith counterpart to this, I guess, would be kind of what, the 617? Would it be? I don't know. They're just all pricey. They really are. These things are made like a tank, as we always say about the GP100. You got the same triple lockup on the cylinder, front and rear, even though it's just 22. And you got the underlug, just that's one of the differences with this versus the other GP100s. You know, their lugs go all the way out to the end of the barrel pretty much. But on this one, it's just long enough to house the ejector rod there. And you got your typical grips there with the wood inlaid there. You know, nice trigger, feels good, nice smooth trigger. Got an adjustable rear sight, you know, elevation, windage. You got the same front sight that comes on the Match Champion they brought out a couple of years ago. The fiber optic, and it's dovetailed in there. So you got nice sights. It's a target revolver. It weighs, what, 42 ounces, I think. So it's a bit of a chunk, okay? Bit of a chunk. If you're gonna carry a 22 around a lot, maybe this will be a little big, I don't know. But it's, the positive side of that, of course, is low recoil, is if you get recoil out of a 22. But it's heavy gun, and of course, you know, you're not gonna get a lot of, you know, recoil. I mean, it's just extremely pleasant to shoot, extremely. All right, so put some more CCI in this thing. Take a shot. What else about it did I neglect to tell you about there? Just a good looking revolver. And the GP line has been around since, I think, 85. So very successful a series for Ruger, very popular. A lot of people love these things to death. And it's nice to have a big old 22 in it, really. I like, again, I like these 22, the whole 10 rounds. That is nice. All right, 10 rounds. Let's see if we can hit the red plate over there. I think I'm familiar enough with where the sights are to hit it. There we go. Yeah, it takes a 6 o'clock hold on that baby. Would knock it down. All right, I'm gonna get a little frisky for a few shots. I probably won't hit it, but I'm gonna try those discs that slide down the post over there. I'll try the last one up there. At least maybe scare it. I think a 22 will start it sliding down the post if I hit it. I can't tell if I'm hitting it or not. Yeah, I hit it that time. Okay. Not going to start it, not going to break it loose. Mr. Cowboy, let's put one in your hat. Right in his hat. Click. Yeah, 22. Do I have to tell you, it's fun to plink with. Even when it's hot. I mean, sweat pouring off of me. And it's 95 degrees, and probably the humidity is to match here in Tennessee today. So it's always funny. People are like, why is he sweating? I guess if we were in Alaska, there'd be people asking, why is he always wearing a jacket? Because he's in Alaska. Why is he hot? Because it's July in Tennessee. If you've not been to Tennessee in the summer or in the South, you really might not know what we're talking about, but it's just, it's very hot and humid most days. But we live through it. We don't let it bother us too much. All right. Oh, I have missed and neglected some 2-liters. Let's pop that one right there. Let's go double action with him. It's got about a 12-pound double action and a 4.5-pound single action, supposedly. Oh, he didn't like that. He came after me. I better back up on this one. I don't want him coming after me. He got too much juice in him. We're shut. Maybe I'm gonna shoot him near the top and see if that makes a difference. Whoa! Huh. I'll have to remember that. There's a 12-ounce drink right there. I never have touched. Boom! Get a little plate there. Did I miss that plate? How did I do that? There we go. It might. Might do just a tad to the right. Whoever ends up with it, just keep that in mind. You might want to adjust the sight and push that rear sight to the left just a hair. But I'd shoot it and determine for yourself. Oh, do I have any more? I'm not going to shoot. Yeah. It holds so many rounds, you know, with a big bore revolver, it's not a problem to take it out and, oh, I got another one left. You can put that cylinder back in and get it in the right place pretty easily. A little bit harder when all the rounds are this close together. You end up skipping around. Nothing tragic about it, but, you know, just what happens. Got to load it one more time. What are the negatives about this gun? Negatives would be maybe that it's big and heavy. And you might not like a 5.5-inch barrel. I don't know. It's a target gun. I guess mainly the weight. It doesn't have like the most exquisite trigger you've ever had. The single action is fine. It's a crisp break, but it is probably 4.5 pounds as advertised at least. Not too bad. Not too bad. Double action is pretty smooth. These Rugers have a pretty nice double action pull on them. Nothing to complain about. It's not like maybe a slicked up revolver, if you've ever shot one, really sweet, lightweight, you know, double action pull or anything like that. But it's not bad. But it's mainly the size of it and the weight, I guess. It would be a kind of a negative for some people. If you're really frail and small and even weaker than I am, of course, after my surgery, I might not be as strong as I used to be. But no, actually, I'm fine. But that's got some heft. When I was holding that thing out by one arm, you know, you wouldn't be able to do that for too long before you'd start shaking around a little bit, probably. So it's got some weight to it. But again, that's you definitely have a firearm here where recoil is not an issue. So it would be a good firearm, maybe to just let someone learn to shoot on, even if they weren't too weak, because you know, they could struggle surely with the sheer weight, I guess. But you know, get 2 hands on it, and it's not a problem. 10 rounds, I love it. Make full use of that cylinder. And you notice they've got the notches cut between the chambers. That's what a lot of companies do. It helps you with the strength of the chambers, where if you're cutting that notch right there, right over the round, then you get a pretty thin wall between that cartridge, you know, and the outer part of the cylinder. With a 22, not a big factor, of course, but they did the same thing as they do on their big bore revolvers with it, so that's nice. So it's well made. I don't know how long it would take you to wear this thing out. You know, like about 8 lifetimes, unless you just broke a spring or something in the action. You went haywire, you know, I don't know. All right, what should we shoot? Let's see, the Cowboys have not been addressed enough. I think they're feeling neglected. Let's just pop both of them a little bit. You, one for you, one for you, one for you, one for you. What the click, click, click. Pretty nice. 22 long rifle, hard to beat for fun and plinking fun. This is a range gun. I don't think you'd consider it a self-defense pistol, revolver, you know, that sort of thing. Although anything could be used for self-defense. But just a nice range gun with a sight that's very easy to spot, you know, and you can adjust your sights, get it right on. I did raise the rear sight. It was shooting a little bit low for me, and took some shots the other day, and got the elevation right where I wanted it. Again, I suspect it was shooting right, but then on some shots, I think it might have been me, so I'm not sure what the verdict is on that. Whoever ends up with it, maybe message me and let me know if you had to move the sights. But I don't like to mess with the sights too much, as long as it's hitting kind of where I want it to. Unless the gun I'm going to keep and going to have for a long time. I do like to get it to where it's pretty much on, though. Okay, so I don't do quite so much silly missing when I shouldn't. But a pretty nice revolver. How can you, I mean, you know, the GP100 is not exactly big news, but in 22 in a 10-shot format, maybe it is news to you. It was news to me. I was really happy to see it at the NRA at the Ruger booth, and made a mental note. Don't have a lot of space up there for notes, but I made a note to get a hold of one of these things, and I've been trying ever since we got back. So just wanted to bring it to you, and I'm glad you could come out here, and hope you didn't get as sweaty as I am, because I've been out all day essentially, so you've just been out for about 20 minutes. Maybe you're not quite as hot and sweaty as I am. So glad you could come by and take a look at the star of the show today, the Ruger GP100 in 22. Life is good. Oh, well, since I'm still here, let me take this moment to thank SDI, the Sonoran Desert Institute, for their support of the channel. We appreciate, you know, their help. SDI is a place where you can get certified in gunsmithing. You can even get an associate's degree in firearms technology and work in various areas of the firearms field. Might be appealing to you. They work a lot with veterans, and just a pretty cool place. So check out the link, sdi.edu. The link is in the description of most videos, almost all videos for the last 6 months or more. So so check that out. Also, while I have you, since I'm still here, be sure to check the links in all the descriptions, because, you know, we're on Full 30 now also with all the videos. So there's a link in the descriptions to Full 30, as well as, of course, our sponsors, SDI, budsgunshop.com, Federal Premium. So all the good information is there, as well as keep in mind that on Hickok 45 and Son, we have quite a few videos over there. John's doing the Gun Culture radio show over there. Check it out if you haven't done that yet. Our Facebook page, the Hickok 45 Facebook, the Hickok 45 and Son Facebook page. That's where we try to stay in touch with you and give you a little extra information. Even post pictures and a little video occasionally, just whatever. Mainly just a way to keep up with you all and provide some more information. You know, we're not really Facebookers, but it's a pretty good system for that, even though most of us are not in love with Facebook, right? So check all that out, and you really had better check it out, because I might just have to come to your house and have a chat with you if you don't. And I expect to have coffee and donuts ready when I get there. All right.